Today we're going to talk a little bit about writing slumps. One, because I'm about to do a Word Nerds chat about it, and two, because now that I think about it, this is something I struggle with pretty much every single summer. Hey guys, happy Monday. I hope you all had a great week last week and a very relaxing weekend and are ready to jump into Monday and get all of the things done, because that is very much what I'm hoping to do over the next little while, because I have definitely been struggling pretty much since the beginning of April, but really in the last couple of weeks when I have no excuse not to have been writing, I am just really struggling to even get going, let alone get anything done. So for right now, I'm giving myself one last night to indulge in this writing slump before I jump in on Monday, which is when you will hopefully be watching this, and then try to get things going again using some of my favorite tricks, because this is something that happens a lot, and I do have a lot of things to hopefully help get me out of a writing slump. How well it works this time will tell. But it's always a good idea to have a solid plan about what works for you when it comes to digging yourself out of a writing slump, because it's going to happen to all of us again and again and again, and because it has happened to me so many times, I do have quite a few tips I wanted to share with you guys. I will have talked about this in the live Word Nerds chat, which I'm going to be doing tonight or yesterday for you guys. So if you watch that, this video might not be quite as useful, because I'm hopefully going to be covering them there. But if you're watching this in the future, hopefully this is useful to you. I would also love to know your writing slump tips in the comments down below, because I am sure this is going to happen to me again in the future, so I'd love to know what helps you guys get out of them. My first tip for getting yourself out of a writing slump is to change your physical location. For me, this is a big deal because I'm usually pretty uncomfortable when I'm sitting at my desk, and I just don't like to be in one place for too long. I like to move around and mix it up. So having multiple spots where I can write and get things done goes a long way for me. This is doubly true during the summer when it's nice outside, and being stuck indoors at my desk where I know it's nice out and I can't go there just kind of starts to feel like a punishment, which I equate with writing, and that gets me absolutely nowhere. So having spaces even at a library or at my kitchen table or at Tim Hortons or out here in the backyard really gets me more enthusiastic to mix it up and get some writing done. Tip number 2 is to get your writing done in sprints, whether that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes, whatever works for you. Set a timer, make yourself write for that set period of time and see where it takes you. This is something I do even when I'm not in a slump, because it does help keep me moving forward. And it makes writing seem a little bit more manageable because you're doing it in smaller chunks rather than this one huge task of writing an entire novel. Tip number 3 is to find ways to hold yourself accountable so that you know how much you're getting done every day and can look back over your progress to see whether you are still in a slump or you're actually making more progress, whether or not it always feels like that. You can either do this by having a spreadsheet where you write down your word count every day, or have a writing accountability buddy who you check in with, ask how their writing is going, and let them know how you're doing so that you know someone else besides you knows how your writing is going at any given time. This has always been a massive help for me, and there are so many tools out there that can help you track your writing progress and hold yourself accountable, along with countless writing friends that you can make in order to cheer one another on as you finish your books. Going back into breaking things down into manageable chunks, if you don't want to do writing sprints, just make yourself write even 50 words a day so that you're making a little bit of progress every day, and more than likely, once you've got those 50 words down, you'll just keep going because you've already gotten that far. Starting is often the hardest part, so make yourself write 50 words and see where that takes you. And finally, tip number 5 is to remind yourself that the only thing, person, or factor standing between you and ending your writing slump is you. That is entirely within your control. You can just sit down at a computer right now and do it. 50 words, 100 words, whatever you can get done. At some point, there are no tricks to get you out of this. You just have to do the work, and it sucks, but it also feels so awesome once you get started again and get back into writing a book that you are totally in love with. So that's it for me today, but I did also want to apologize for missing my Thursday video last week. I just could not get my act together, really no excuse on that one, but I did end up writing a blog post following up on the production schedule video I did last Monday, so I will leave a link to that in the description down below if you're looking for more specific information about how to go about creating a production schedule for you and your books. And I will be back this Thursday, so happy reading, happy writing, and I'll see you next time.